We get a little bit of blood in the match from Vince McMahon, and we get a big people's elbow on Stephanie McMahon. But there's a lot of talk that this wasn't the original plan. Jericho has said that he was originally supposed to be in this match. You can even go back and find his image on some of the early promotional materials. And allegedly, Vince wasn't overly sold on Jericho as the top guy. So he winds up being replaced by Mick Foley. And I guess that explains why Foley lost a retirement match and then comes back. Allegedly, Foley even told his wife, "Don't be surprised if the match sucks and I don't sell a lot." Apparently he wasn't getting along with The Rock and didn't really want to come back, but felt like he had an obligation to the company too. Talk to me about, how Chris Jericho was maybe not Vince McMahon's favorite in this era, why they went another direction, and whether or not Foley regretted it.
Well, I would say that it comes back to the same thing. And Vince always, we talked about Chris. Vince always thought that, he was not sold on Chris as I was. There's a big part of my book, Under the Black Hat, that we talk about signing Jericho and write about it and the recruiting of it and negotiating with Vince. I had to negotiate with Vince basically to get Chris on the radar because of his fucking height. And that was it. I mean, you can't look at Jericho and say, if you look at McMahon, think about realistic, Conrad. You're a smart man, much smarter than I. But what would you dislike? What would you check? What would be your bad box check marks with Chris Jericho? He can't work? No, he's a real good worker. Oh, he can't talk, can he? Well, he's a real good talker. Is he injury free? No, he hasn't been injured. He's about as durable as anybody we've ever hired. So what is it? His blue eyes? The fact he's from Winnipeg? The fact he survived the Tony Condello death tour at one time? No, he's short. In Vince's eyes, short. That's where Jericho wore lifts in his shoes in those early days in WWE. So he had to get another inch or two. Boy, that could lead to another story. But nonetheless, that's it. What else could there be? I mean, he wasn't hard to get along with. He worked his ass off. He was talented. He was highly skilled, great skill set. He was not the ideal height to be in a main event at WrestleMania in Vince's view. And the way it works there, Conrad, is you know as well as anybody. Your sister-in-law is a big star there. The world revolves around Vince. It's not about anybody else. He didn't like Chris's height, and therefore he was able to. He made a change, and it was not a good change. I love Mick Foley. I hired Mick Foley. I went to the wall for Mick Foley more than one time. Don't have any regrets. But Mick retiring for 30 days or 60 days, where it was not good business for anybody.
Right.
And so, and not giving Jericho the opportunity to be in that match because he would stand out as being very short to Big Show and Rock. He's 6'4", Hunter 6'4", Big Show 7 feet, and Jericho 5'10". Oops. So that's where that came about. That's all it was. Could have been anything else. What else could it have been? There's nothing else.
What'd you think of the belt not changing hands here? There was a bit of a departure, and I guess it's worth mentioning too. This is a heel Triple H here, so you've got bad guy Triple H winning. When you go back as far as I can remember in WrestleMania, that was not the case.
Oh, you didn't know?
And his opponent.
Hey everybody, this is Badass Billy Gunn, former WWE superstar. I'm here to give a shout out to Restmore. Because they crossed my mind because I happen to be laying in a bed in Chicago and this bed is awful. But hey, if you want the best sleep of your life, go check out buyrestmore.com for the best sleep. And I mean the best sleep of your life. There's an Amazon link in the description. Now go get some sleep, some good rest, you degenerates.
Order yours today. There's an Amazon link in the description below.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.